A lot of males and females, women and men, kings and queens, husbands and wives, they're pissed off now. I had to learn at a young age, and I know better now. But there's still problems with me. My spirit, my soul is rebellious. My body is the only thing that cooperates with my entire existence. My spirit and soul is rebellious. I have a rebellious spirit and soul. But yeah, my body's to the point where it just wants to give up because my spirit and soul, my spirit and soul is so obsessed with things that matter. But the problem is, my spirit and soul is obsessed around the clock with the stuff that it matters, but it's not supposed to be a bad habit. It's not supposed to be a bad habit. In other words, my entire existence will probably be destroyed because, including along with my body, because my spirit and soul have made, thing. It's really it's really not a bad, like being fruitful and multiply. That's a great thing. But when it comes to abusive, bad habit around the clock, it makes it hard for my body to do what it's supposed to do. But and another problem I am to the world is because I know better. My body knows better, but my spirit and soul don't get it. My body gets it, because my body gets it, but my spirit and soul don't understand. My spirit and soul is like it only understands to a certain extent, then it gets cut off. It don't get cut off. It's just okay. So where does that come? Where does my body come into play in this situation? My body's been left alone. Um, soon as, soon as I turned 18, that's when I became physically and sexually attracted to the opposite sex. And then what the problem with that now is, what woman, the opposite sex have just completely, they're around, but just not in human form. So when other people get around me that I prefer not to be around me in human form, makes my body um makes my body pretty much turn into Damien on them. Like males and certain males and females that come around that in human form, I'm like, this is not. I didn't ask for these bodies. You must leave. Bye. Be gone. See, the thing is my body and spirit and soul became like, like they call old dogs learning new tricks. Well, some people that are old and young, they don't like new or old school. Like there ain't really much. The only thing that could change about me is if my spirit and soul could kick like the bad habits at least for an hour out of 24 hours. Like I've told alcoholics that drink around the clock, why don't you just put down the bottle for an hour and say a prayer or read a book? People in Battle Creek, Michigan, America, where they have come obsessed with bad habits. They're not really there's nothing really wrong about it, but they became abusive and obsessed with this shit around the clock. And they don't. It's when you abuse the situation and you abuse shit, you ain't gonna get away with it, people. It's like an overkill. It's like, come on, put the drugs down, put the bottle down for at least an hour out of 24 hours, so your guys' bodies can do some healing. Because you guys not only are hurting yourselves, you're hurting the people around you. The thing is, when males and females and men and women and young people get around me, and I don't like, my body reacts to the way I feel when they come into my presence. And so sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not so great. I don't know one king or queen or husband or wife that when somebody comes around against their marriage or their relationship is going to be okay with it. What kind of stupid ass king or queen or husband or wife is going to be okay with another male or female, man or woman, or young male or young female, or young man or woman? I mean, someone somewhere's got to draw the line when it comes to these relationships, and the parents and the children. Somebody's got to draw the line. That's why I stay home. That's why I don't walk my neighborhood no more. That's why I don't ask women to go on dates, because I already know the consequences. That's why I don't do it. If I tell a female that I'm attracted to her, the opposite sex that I'm attracted to, if I tell her I like her, sometimes that shit just gets out of hand. Shit gets out of hand. Because you know what the opposite sex is when it comes to male and the opposite sex, and you tell them you like them? Them women, them girls, they take that shit to heart. I mean, they take it deep. They take it seriously. It's like telling a woman or female or a woman, young or old, on the first date you love them. That's gonna shock the shit out of them. That's gonna make their head go ham. Their heart and their mind is gonna start walling out and going ham if you tell them on the first date you love them. Because first of all, if you're going on a date with a girl or a female or a woman, and you start talking crazy to her, she ain't gonna know the reason why she's going on the date either is because she likes to get around, or she hasn't been on a date in 20 years or 10 years or a year. So it's hard to, as these days, if you want a relationship, if you want a wife or a queen or a date with the opposite sex or a girlfriend, I mean, it's like almost impossible. You got better of a chance going on the date and fucking it all up just with a couple words. So in other words, if you're 18 all the way to probably 50, 60, 70, 80 years old, and you've never had a steady, like, great relationship, don't plan on having one. If you messed up back then, you're probably gonna mess up now. And you're probably gonna mess up in the future. If you never had a steady, a sturdy foundation in relationship with the opposite sex, this is 2021. If it didn't happen then, it probably won't happen now, and it probably won't happen in the future. I like to say to them people that are not in a serious relationship already, you might want to get a job, make money, and hopefully you find something with the opposite sex instead of wasting your time and everybody else's time.